first trip in a long time where I didn't bring my double blade out. Haven't been using it much, so I figured I'd just leave it at home, but today's one of those days where I wish I had my double blade. So we're actually in the middle of a portage right now, and I couldn't help myself but take the little side path to come check out the view. We're in Temagami right now. We'll be here for a couple of nights, kind of open-ended. Fishing, camping, canoeing, the usual. It's great to be here. Check it out. These are lobster mushrooms. I'm quite confident in those. Those are very edible. Apparently quite delicious. I've never had them before. And I believe these are black trumpet chanterelles. Mind you, I'm not 100% sure. Never eaten either of these mushrooms before. Very confident in the lobster mushrooms, these ones. Nothing else quite looks like it. Pretty sure these are black trumpet chanterelles. I haven't spent much time looking those ones up before. Less confident in eating those. Wish I brought my mushroom identification book. Also something I usually bring out, which I forgot at home today. Not to worry, we'll eat them, and we'll either have a nice tasty meal or we'll die doing what we love, eating strange things from the woods. That's a big piece of lumber. Woo! Sometimes you gotta love these worked in campsites. I got a grill here, I got a table over there. There's firewood kind of collected for me that I got here. Kind of a luxury. Those are excellent. Lobster mushrooms, black trumpet chanterelles, onions. So I'm kind of aware that the bun to meat ratio is a little bit out of whack. The sausages did reduce quite significantly. The sausage is a little overpowering in flavor to actually taste it. It's warming up again. Didn't really get a good taste of the trumpet chanterelles. They smell really nice. The lobster mushrooms have an excellent texture to them. I quite like those. Grab some habanero sauce. Sauce is good. Taking a look at the map here, we did about 3 kilometers today. I'll show you guys the map probably tomorrow. Let you guys know the whole plan. It's kind of getting late, so I think I should just eat this and crawl into bed.
Oh, good morning. So this is a little bit of a side note and a bit of a different one because today we have a video sponsor, and I don't usually like to bring on sponsors onto this channel, and I will never bring on sponsors onto this channel unless I actually use the product, and I actually use this product actually daily, and that's today's sponsor, Athletic Greens AG1. AG1 is a comprehensive, convenient daily nutritional supplement with over 75 minerals and whole food sourced ingredients. And it's made for just about everybody. I like to drink it because it aids in things like your immune system, boosts your gut health, which in turn aids in your brain function. I think everybody can use some sort of nutritional supplement out there, and Athletic Greens is kind of the best in my opinion. I'm really keen on having a healthy mind and body because doing what we do out here, carrying canoes and being out in the woods, it's imperative that we're getting our nutritional intake, and that's not always easy, especially when we're eating things like dehydrated foods and smoked meats and things like that. So being able to take a bunch of these travel packs with us while we're out here is absolutely the best because it gives me peace of mind that I'm giving my body what it needs to function at its best. And you guys can actually get some of these too. If you sign up using the link below, you can get a year's supply of vitamin D3 and K2 as well as 5 free of these travel packs with your first purchase. Thanks AG1 for sponsoring this video, and thanks guys for watching.
So I ate strange mushrooms last night and a whole bunch of habanero sauce, and I didn't wake up in the middle of the night to go run into the Thunderbox. Must be the AG1. In any case, we're gonna cook some breakfast and get on our merry way. We got, actually who knows how much paddling we have today. I've not planned out this route very efficiently. I'm gonna let my food get cold because I was shooting woodpeckers all morning. Unless they were sapsuckers. Nope, still warm. Quickly before I forget, this is Lake Temagami. Jumped over the 700-meter portage, camped over here on Beaver Island. Didn't make it very far, just like 4 or 5 kilometers yesterday. The rest of the trip is basically coming up through here into Lady Evelyn Lake, jumping over onto Willow Island Lake, and then coming up this stretch. And then I hope to make it over to Maple Mountain to do a hike. but we shall see. And I'll be coming back down, doing this arm of the Lady Evelyn River, and going up this arm of the Lady Evelyn River, coming down this arm, and then back out. This route's entirely inspired by my buddy Keenan from Canoe the North. He did this route a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago. So go check out his video. Anyways, we should get going on the day. It's kind of getting late. That could very well be the only portage for the day if these headwinds keep up. At least I have some leftover sausage to keep me company. About time we catch ourselves a fish, eh? Okay, fish on. Just a small guy. Check it out. It's a walleye. A little too small to be an eater. We're gonna let that one go. But one on the board. Small, no, it's bass. Mwah! Have a nice day. That seems like a pretty decent thunderclapper. It's a big one. Pretty consistent thunder, I'm hearing. There's a campsite just up here. Another 2.5 kilometers to the portage. We'll see. I'm gonna keep paddling until I can't. Well, I can easily portage right now. I have rain gear. I'm feeling a bit lazy, so I'm just gonna hang out under my canoe for a little bit and just enjoy the rain, I guess. For how dark and ominous it was just an hour ago, it's really turned into quite the beautiful day. Alright guys, let's take a look at the map. Woke up here this morning and then paddled this short portage. All of this was headwinds. That was the little narrows that we jumped through, and that was like the thought it was going to be a quick portage, but it turned out to be just a little swift up all this. This was all that impending doom of the rain that was like foreboding and incoming. Jumped over this portage and we're here on this little campsite. These things are great on the days that you just can't be bothered to cook. Al pastor with cilantro, lime, and rice. How lovely. Got a weather report on my inReach. The day after tomorrow, there's supposed to be rain in the morning. I was trying to decide if I wanted to go to Maple Mountain tomorrow evening or the following morning. It's about 16 kilometers of paddling from here. Today I did between 18 and 20. So to climb tomorrow night would be a bit of a stretch, but it means that we'll be on the summit with good weather. The other alternative would be going the next day in the morning, and the weather would not be nice. I think there's only really one option, and that's to go tomorrow night. This is the part of the morning where I take a bite and go, but it's just oatmeal. I get often asked what's in this case, and I'll give you two guesses. One, nuclear launch codes, or two, camera equipment. Or both. We're on Willow Island Lake. We have 16-ish kilometers of paddling till we get to the base of Maple Mountain. Skies look kind of dreary right now, but I think it'll be even worse tomorrow, so we're gonna aim to try to climb it tonight. Maple Mountain. Getting close. Well, not really. We're within a kilometer and a half of the hike and hopefully our campsite for the night. Looking forward to getting into the canoe because I haven't stood up in the last 12 kilometers, maybe more. Could also use a nap. Maple Mountain is right there. Campsite's right here. I'm gonna set up my tent, take a little snooze, maybe eat some lunch, and we'll go climb the mountain. All right, let's go climb this hill. The top, baby. A healthy bunch of bloobs. Never gets old. Woo. Well, I'm glad they made that decision simple, because otherwise I'd be tempted to go up. I've been just chilling up there all day, looking for fires. I don't know if I could do it. I'd need like a Game Boy or something. Pokemon yellow. No, Pokemon red. So it's said that the ancient native people of this area, the Anishinaabe, the deep water people here of Temagami, used these high plateaus, these mountains, as spiritual places, as ancient burial grounds, and as places to do vision quests, which is quite fascinating. In any place, these areas were very sacred to the Anishinaabe. Correct me if I'm mispronouncing. But I bumped into some travelers yesterday, Pearl and Marnie, and they offered me some tobacco to offer up to the spirits here on Maple Mountain. So I figured this rock right here is a nice prominent spot to leave an offering of tobacco for the ancient spirits and the ancient native population of this land. That was a good day today. 16-ish kilometers plus the 4 kilometers up and back. So 4 kilometers each way. 24K. Tomorrow's a short one, but it looks like a bunch of portages. Come take a look. So today woke up here, did all this, jumped through here, up and down, parked my car, parked my canoe, set up camp here, climb Maple Mountain, back out where I'm camped. Tomorrow I have 2 options. I can come through Sucker Gut Lake, or I could try these this section here. It says lining is required in low water, but I want to end up somewhere in here tomorrow. Not too much paddling, but there's a bunch of portages, and I definitely want to take my time through here because I'm guessing it's very pretty because there's a waterfall, and a couple sets of rapids. It says 2,200 calories, chicken pot pie, and I don't know if it was 2,200 calories when I used half of it, or this is 2,200 calories of chicken pot pie. I think half of this is too little. I'm gonna eat it all. Sitting here getting through the rest of my chicken pot pie, and I'm just absolutely zonkered. Tomorrow might be a sleep-in day. I don't even think it rained a drop last night. Oh. It's all good. Figure I don't really have any place to be, at least in a hurry, so might as well just enjoy this lake for a little bit this morning.
campfire's quite nice and relaxing. Nice chill morning is in order. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-boo-doo. I mean the rain. It's alright. Am I getting hits here? No. Oh, wait, is that a fish? That is a fish. Huh. What can it be? Oh, dang. That is the biggest walleye I have ever caught. Wow, that's a gorgeous fish. That was unexpected. Look at that. That's a nice sized walleye, eh? Beautiful. Beautiful fish. Look at how long it is. Alright, let's get you back in the water. That would be good food. We're gonna let it go. I think it's just a little large for me. So, thanks for your visit. Coming up to the portage, 430 meters, and we'll be on Lady Evelyn River. Definitely looking forward to this hike. I'm feeling cold as heck. Just came out of Chris Willis Lake, did this little portage. We're at the top of Frank Falls. We're gonna go hike down, check it out. I'm gonna do all these ports up and back.
behind that rock. Just broke. That's very sad. The rod just broke at a very inconvenient spot. That's the end of that. Six kilometers of on this north channel, but I feel like it's gonna be, well, I'm gonna take my time, but I feel like it's gonna be, you know, the good portion of a day. Hungry guy. Don't mind if I do. Regretfully took off all my rain clothes. Left them open in the boat. Why was that so difficult? It was being sloppy, that's why. Why did I do this route? Oh, portaging hurts. Oh. Keenan, what the hell? That last waterfall was nice, but this one's even better. Unbelievable. One of the prettiest waterfalls I've seen, that's for sure. Rain started coming down, so I got the tarp up. Not much of a fire day today. I think everything's too soaked. I'm also pretty exhausted, so I'm just gonna cook, hang out, and probably get into bed early. You ever seen such a density of blueberries? Oh my god. They're all just falling right off. They're loving the rain. So good. Cuban style coconut black beans and rice. Easy peasy. That's good today. This morning we started up here, jumped around through all of this to where we are now at Helen Falls. So I'm thinking this is not a 6-day trip. Definitely not getting out of here the day after tomorrow, so 7-day trip it is. Let's hope I have enough food.
Good morning, everyone. I slept great. Could use a little more, but it's 6:15. Got a big day of portaging up and down this river today, so let's get into it.
One of those routes where you want to fish, but there's so many portages that everything's just kind of put away and you don't really feel like taking them out, because every 10-15 minutes you just got to put it all back, get ready for another carry. I think the trick is to just take it slow and enjoy myself, because I don't got to be anywhere today. Well, that's not fully true. I do have to make a few kilometers, but if I take it slow and sustain my energy, not only will I eventually get there, probably, you know, feeling less stressed, but I'll also enjoy myself along the way.
We deserve it.
So we're in Catherine Lake, and one of the cool features of Lady Evelyn River is the fact that it forks. Usually rivers, at least that I've paddled, tend to converge. Two rivers converging and they continue onward. This one actually forks into two different channels, which is pretty cool. So we just popped out of the north channel, and just over here is the south channel. So we're gonna start making our way back. Gotta love being able to skip over a portage like that. So much less effort. It's interesting that this side of the river is smooth pebbles and that side is more jagged. What's up with that? So that up there is apparently Hap Wilson's Eco Lodge. Hap Wilson is a very famous canoeist and author, and he's written a lot of books on the Temagami area. Fairly famous Canadian outdoorsman. Awesome place to have a little house, or a lodge rather. Couldn't think of a better place. So a slight change of plans. Just bumped into Hap Wilson right here at the portage into the next lake. He's taking 2 guests up to his lodge, and he actually invited me back for some coffee. So I of course said yes. We're gonna do that now. Did you take sugar? No. I was not expecting this.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Andrea, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Xander.
nice to meet you. Sorry, what's
Xander.
Xander
Budnick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Well, welcome to Cabin Falls.
Thank you. I feel so grateful to be here. I can't believe I bumped into Hap on. I passed by.
Yeah, I think I waved
And I was
to you.
fishing a little bit, and I saw the rain coming, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's such a nice day to be out reading, and then you guys started getting dumped on.
I know we did. Yeah.
How about you tell me about this place?
Yeah, my first trip through here in 1970. I was soloing, and a couple of buddies. We were paddling through right after breakup.
Right.
It snowed heavily upstream. We came across the cabin, didn't know it was here, and the third owner ushered us in for a cup of coffee. And he and his brother, say the third owners of the cabin here, and which was built in 1931. We're an American lawyer, doctor lawyer, by the name of Robert Newcomb. It had since passed on to the Hyde family, and then these 2 Americans from Fredonia, New York, purchased the cabin, which was just the old cabin, 1951 for $600 US. When I first met them, I was doing a lot of canoeing. I got interested in the environment movement here, and then pitched the idea of a canoe guidebook to try to protect some of the Nostaga routes, the 5,000-year-old Aboriginal trails, and canoe routes, which were being encroached upon by logging, logging. So they liked the idea of a comprehensive guidebook for the Temagami area.
Right.
The Americans invited me as a partner, as a third-part owner of the cabin, as long as the government wasn't going to expropriate it. It was left open for people in need,
Right.
through foul weather or whatever, and I wouldn't be the one looking after the maintenance of the cabin. So that went on for quite a few years. Yeah, eventually Andrea and I thought that, well, maybe the older gents who owned the property with me, they passed away, and their sons inherited the property. So I asked them if they wanted to sell their portion of the property, and they said no. We want to give it to you. Our dad would have wanted you to have it.
Right.
So, and they knew we wanted to build like a teaching and learning center here.
Yeah.
For people, introduce them to the Temagami old growth forest and the Aboriginal trails. So, and Andrea decided let's build this into a small, intimate lodge. So we've been building on it. Obviously, it takes a long time to get materials in, and we've got 3 sleep cabins. We can sleep 14 people here. So we've always welcomed people in passing through, and many instances where people had used the cabin for shelter in storms. And we had one. I remember a note left behind in a $20 American check once. We always leave food and bedding in the cabin for people in need, and I came up, read the note, saw the check, and he left a note. He said him and his son were up in the higher country, up in Ishpatina area, and came through. His son got deathly ill, came across the cabin, and they stayed for a week, and he nursed his son back in. He said his son probably would have died
A week?
if they didn't come across the cabin.
Wow.
Get and get out of the weather. Because
Dang.
springtime, it's pretty tough weather. We've done rescues, we've pulled people out of the rapids,
Oh wow.
we've patched people up, we've flown injured people out from here.
Thanks so much for your hospitality. And the sandwiches were delicious. See ya. Bye. That was an awesome little interlude to my trip. Yesterday, hammering rain. Today, sandwiches on the porch with Hap Wilson. Very cool. Oh, the canoe's not gonna love this. Oh, okay. See a bit of a falls there. Yeah, just a rapid. Portage here. Let's take a look at the boat. Definitely gave it some more scratches today, but it's still like smooth to the touch. Like not as smooth as this here, but there's no real gouges. Like if there's any indentation, they're very small. Like that's about as bad as it got right here. But definitely abused it today. And yeah, pretty happy with it. I've decided to name the boat Scratches. Pretty soon all the scratches will merge and we'll just call it Scratch. Whew. So good. When I was having lunch with Hap and his guests, I kept on getting whiffs of myself. It was my pants. They smell like a bog because they've just been in and out of the water for a few days now. Just so murky and mucky and yucky and gross. I don't know how much to add, so I'm just gonna make this up. Got the hot dog buns from the first day, a little bit of black bean burger, green onions, cheese, habanero sauce. Don't mind if I do. This is one of those meals that if you made at home, it'd be kind of depressing. But out here, luxury. The absolute peak of fine dining. We started at Helen Falls this morning, did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 portages to Twin Sister Falls, and that's where we hung out with Hap today. 7 Bridal Falls, 8, we skipped over a bunch of this rapid. We're on Fat Man's Portage right here in Fat Man's Falls. Not very far today, but it was like quite the effort.
Ooh, boy. Oh, how'd you sleep? I slept good. I slept in. Oh, I think I needed it though. Let's have a good day today. Let's do it. Oh.
I like that by this campfire, there's a nice gentle slope leading towards the waterfall, so if anything gets dropped, it kind of just like rolls off into the abyss. Huh. Wow, so pretty. They're all pretty. All the falls are pretty. Not getting much luck. Oh, zero luck at all. If I don't get any bites in the next few minutes, I'm just gonna keep going. There's places to be, people to kill. Squeak through. There we go.
Come on. You got fish. Oh. Whoa! Holy! Free Willy! Oh, it's a good sized bass. That is a good sized bass. Let's maybe. Oh. That's so sweet. He's fighting. He's fighting. Huh. We're gonna let this one go. It's a good sized bass for this spot here. Alright. Look at that. Good sized fish, eh? Beautiful. Alright, let's get you back in the water. Should we go back up there and fish? I think we should. He's a fighter, like his father, and his father's father. Where you at? Oh, I see you. I see you. Coming up for a breach. Okay. Alright, little dink. These smallmouth, they like to fight, don't they? Come on, get in the basket. Get in the basket. Whoa! Holy, he's got some spunk on him. A fish. If anybody's wondering why I'm not eating the bass, it's because on my last trip I ate six bass. So I don't want to decimate the bass population as a result of my appetite. So it appears as if we're back on Willow Island Lake. River section's complete. 8 kilometers till the next port. Somebody got like gross water on me. Lunchtime. So I believe this might be the first time ever that I packed the perfect amount of food. Generally I bring way too much. This time I brought like the perfect amount. I'm done with the lunches. I have 2 dinner options tonight. And then I have 1 breakfast tomorrow. And then that's it. That's all my food. Yeah. And then I'm almost done the habanero sauce. Stuff was perfect. Okay. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Diamond Lake, which means a few kilometers of paddling. Short little hop over and we'll be back on Lake Temagami. How are you? Oh, don't jump. What are you? Oh, just a bath. Yeah, smallie. Don't. Oh! Yo, he shook her out right at the end. We were gonna let it go anyways, so. Oh, getting close to the end of Diamond Lake. It's approaching 5 o'clock, so. Well, it's approaching 4:30, so. Getting close to the time where I should finish for the day. back on Lake Temagami. We got through the last portage off Diamond Lake and Lickety Split. I grabbed the first campsite because yeah, the day was harder than I expected. It's funny, at one point I thought it would be done yesterday. No. Was it yesterday? Oh god, I can't even tell anymore. What day is it? Day 6? Yeah, it says I thought it might be like a relaxing 5 days, stretch out to 6. But this is like a full effort 7 days trip. These like dehydrated coconuts, by the way, or so good. So good. That cheese. And we don't have milk, so we're gonna put some coffee creamer in here. Yeah, coffee creamer. It's gonna be good. Trust me. You guys ready for the glory shot? Actually, that's pretty good. This is one of those trips that I'm not really looking forward to going home. Like I love home, but usually around this point I have this like homeward motion, homeward feeling, and I look forward to, you know, using the internet and my own bed, all the foods from home, of course seeing my girlfriend. But right now I'm just, I don't know, I feel very, very at peace out here. I could spend a few more days out here like this. This has been a wonderful trip. A wonderful trip. Good morning, everyone. I was thinking about sleeping in, but there's a strong case to get up and get going before there's any kind of wind. Because right now it's quite peaceful. Ooh, my bones hurt. He's a for ya. Fish of the day. Go free. Honestly, these look tastier than the largemouth. So as I'm getting pretty close to the pullout now, just a few kilometers away, I'm starting to hear construction noises off in the distance, and I was going to wrap the video up pretty soon. I wasn't going to say anything profound. I was just going to talk about how wonderful the route was and how enjoyable the experience was overall and how wonderful Temagami is. But hearing those noises of construction really made me think of how important it is that while I absolutely love society, I love all the things that comes with it, the things that humans manufacture, from making these paddles to this canoe to all this wonderful gear to this camera to the internet that you guys are watching this video on, and how important it is that we have society that functions together and is able to build and create and produce such a wonderful existence for us. It's also important that we have these parks, these protected areas like Temagami or all the provincial parks and the national parks and these sacred forests, because without them, without protecting them, we'd lose touch with our roots and nature and little parts of ourselves even, because I feel like when I'm out here, and I feel like a lot of people out there feel the same, when you come out here you just reconnect, and without these protected areas that would be lost. I'm so happy for people like Hap, who are conservationists and environmentalists who protect places like this, because it allows people like me and you guys to come out here and enjoy these wonderful wonderful places.